Hello, and welcome to the Trench Mob Show. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I'd like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners. They are one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz is a proud supporter of Husky Talk and also the Trench Mob and everything that we do. We appreciate him very, very much. Also, we have Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, a slip and fall, a construction beam fell on you at a site, your mother-in-law tried to run you over with her car, the Finch firm is for you. Pete has gone to war all over the state of Connecticut and won legal battles. He will get you every dollar you deserve in compensation. To get a free consultation, go to thefinchfirm.com. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump in West Palm Beach, Florida. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large and small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return. To get a free consultation, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Dynamic Human Performance, owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dixon. He has a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut. He trains boys and girls of all ages that play all types of sports, and he will get you better. He will help you reach your potential. He has sent kids on scholarship to all different sports all over the country. He has a new athletic development program where he takes you from the ground up and helps you reach your potential so you can be your best. All you have to do is go to dynamichumanperformance.com and he will work with you. Sign up now. New sponsor we have is Pro Level Recovery, which is in your neck of the woods, right around Atlanta, Georgia. Former UConn star Andrew Adams played many years in the NFL. He will work with you, physical therapy, any type of injury, and he will get you back to full strength. He understands the importance of PT, the importance of rehab, the importance of recovery, and he knows everything possible to do to get you back playing faster than ever. Andrew also works with his father, and you can go to prolevelrecovery.com to see all the services that they have to offer. And now for the men of the hour, the men with the power, too sweet to be sour. We have Coach Jordan. Coach Jordan, great to see you again. Yes?
Always good to see y'all, man. How you doing?
And the man himself from the Trench Mob, Julius Williams. Julius, great to talk with you.
What's up, brother? How are you, man?
And we have a very special guest as well from the Trench. Is he Trench Mob? Does he work with the Trench Mob, or you work with him?
Yeah, so he's I'll introduce him, man. This is Rayvon Johnson. Rayvon, he's
Rayvon,
what we call OG9. So OG9 was our first ever Trench Mob team.
Yes.
Way back in 2020, we started this thing, man. So Rayvon was on that very, very first team, even before we started traveling. So he was on the very first trip we ever took. He was there. So he can,
Yes.
He's been around. He's now in college, man. He's heading into his junior season. He just transferred from Alabama A&M. He's now at Tennessee State. So he's in town working out. So I invited him over, man.
Absolutely.
Come be a part of us tonight.
So you see the type of players that the Trench Mob works with. Coach Jordan and Julius, the Trench Mob has an incredible team that work with offensive and defensive linemen, and they will take you to the next level. They will help you get recruited and evaluated, And especially this show now is featured nationally. You will get all the exposure you can and have an opportunity to talk with Julius. He has a new training program out that you can participate in. It doesn't matter where you are. And you can also join Trench Mob camps and go with them when they are visiting colleges and be part of that. And believe me, you will learn a lot and you will get exposure. So we have our first person that we are going to be watching who sent us his film in, and I'm excited. I watched it earlier. I'm sorry, I cheated. I had to. He's an offensive lineman. He's very good. Andrew Duggan. Hopefully named after my favorite wrestler, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Doubt it.
Okay, we're gonna check him out. He's 26.
Mhm.
This is his junior film, and let's see what we got from the big guy. I already like the music.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
All offensive
Andrew.
linemen, that's how you start a film off. That's how you start. That's how you do it.
absolutely. Jordan, absolutely. He comes off the ball, knocks the hell out of the guy. And when and guys, this is important to know. Put your best plays first.
Yep.
So people
Always put
stay
it first.
watching it. Now that's a great job there.
So a little brief history about Andrew, man. One of those undersized linemen that could be the next big thing coming out of Tennessee. Like we said, he plays low, plays with strong gravity, plays with a tenacity that you always see. And I'm on the record saying outside of him and maybe a couple more guys that this guy could be the best undersized lineman in the country. He goes to school.
I totally agree with you. I love the way that
Mateo Wells though.
Listen, we gonna get to Mateo in a second. Shout out Mateo.
We ain't gonna be Trench Mob by
We ain't gonna do that. That's different. Shout out Mateo Wells at Carrollton High School. This is a little different.
I love the way that he snaps and steps and keeps his base. He
100%.
comes off the ball. It's so hard at center to shotgun snap, come off the ball, run block, and drive people, and that's exactly what he does. I don't care what size he is.
He does a real good job
To create that kind of movement like he's doing. I mean, he's blocking guys downfield. I mean,
no hesitation. He's staying low. You know what I mean?
He
doing
absolutely.
He does a real good job.
He made the block there that made the run go, and he's just manhandling people, and he's manhandling guys that are bigger than him.
100%.
From
an off-season standpoint, he's been to a lot of camps this year. He's been the UR athlete. He's been with us. He's been with us at the recruiting EGA. He's won O-line MVP. One thing I would say, just that to work on from a technically standpoint, is just to learn how to stay low with the elbows. He does a problem blocking with his elbows out sometimes when he gets a little tired. Yep. If he can do that consistently, keep his hands in there, I think he's a dog. He has a Division I offer to Tennessee Martin right now. I'm expecting a couple more.
Oh, that's incredible.
I'm expecting more as this offseason goes, and I'm looking forward for him to be in the Peach State Gridiron Classic in December. Real good kid.
Yeah, especially like you said, if he continues to play like this and perform well at camp, he's going to have a lot more offers. That's a great Jesus Christmas. Oh my God!
To get up to the line, he does a great job.
They drove two guys back into the goddamn linebacker.
Two linebackers.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even do that in practice.
Nope.
Trying to do it in practice. That's incredible. That's absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, man, I like that. One thing I look at when I look at offensive line film, I look for an asshole. And he's definitely an asshole.
He's a true one.
Here, man.
You gotta be. You gotta have an attitude.
Man, he is not trying to be friendly.
Especially when you're undersized like that. Everybody can't be Rayvon Johnson 6'4". When you're 6 foot, 5'11", 6 foot, you gotta be a dog. You gotta show me some on film.
Absolutely, because as I said before, the problem is when you are undersized like this, and especially if you're going to a camp, they'll give you a look But the problem is you have to be perfect in everything
100%.
you do.
Mhm.
Because if you screw up, they're going to move on. Now, the guys who are 6'6", 6'7", and are athletic, they can get beat a million times. They're going
Right.
to get a million chances.
Mhm.
That's just how the world works. When you're undersized, you got to work that much harder to be in the game and to get looked.
Yeah, he's a people mover, man. To all the young guys watching, man.
Look at
they're
this.
asking, how do I get recruited? Like, how do you be undersized and you get a D1 offer? This is how you do it right
That's
here,
how you
man.
do it.
Yeah, you stand out, and you're standing out with. He's playing with good technique. He's playing low. He's got good footwork. But like you guys said,
nobody's
he's a
coming
dog.
off the wall. Like no one's getting off that block.
You described it perfectly, and he's a dog. Like he is vicious. He's not there to make friends.
Nope.
He's got a guy head up on him, and I love how he blocks in space, especially at the center position. It's so hard to
Yeah, that's what I was about
step,
to say, man. It's hard
to
for
step and
centers
snap.
to have nasty film like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because they got too much.
always-
Because they got so much shit
snapping
to
and
do.
anchoring,
They got so
so-
much shit to worry about.
Yeah, man. So when you're a center and you can snap and anchor and still move people, that's definitely
Yeah,
That's
he's
intriguing.
he's
Right.
directing. He has to direct the offensive line, make all the calls. Make sure everyone's working to the right linebacker. He has to navigate the pass protections.
Right.
Who they're responsible for. And you're right. He's got all that going on, and then he has to come off the ball and block someone and create movement. 100%. You are
Coach Jordan,
correct.
he was at the recruit NEGA camp. How technically sound is he? Like, is he going to go camp and be camp ready when he, like, technique wise?
Between him and Mateo, I'm serious. Technically wise, he might be one of the best undersized linemen in the country. Like the way he does business, the way he's able to put hands inside and anchor guys like Gregory Jackson, we saw the other day, who we evaluated. They went against each other when he was at guard. And Gregory was able to get a little power on him on his wins, but you can tell that Gregory wasn't able to finesse him because his hands was already in his chest when they was going at it one-on-one.
Yeah,
I don't think,
you're right.
when he came to our camp, I don't think he lost a rep other to Gregory Jackson. Like he was beating everybody. Guard
Well,
and
yeah, he has excellent hand placement, like
100%.
you said. He gets his hands inside. He does with the elbows. If he just keeps his thumbs up and keeps the elbows a little bit tighter, that would be the adjustment, I would say. But I love how he blocks on zone because
100%,
he's excellent on combo blocking. He's good at giving help and then climbing. And that's very, very tough to do from the center position.
Yeah, man. If he can get to he got to get to some camps, man. If he can get to camp, this film, with him being an undersized guy, if he can get to camp and show that he's technically sound, and because in college these days, let's be honest, man, you got to be ready. You got to be technically sound and ready to play. And if he can prove that in camp, I can see this guy definitely blowing up. Even as an undersized guy, man, people they're going to want people that play like this.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. The attitude, 100%, and being undersized, going to camp and performing well. That's when you're going to get evaluated. You're going to get offered.
5'11".
5'11". Okay.
When he went to Tennessee Martin, they measured him at 6 foot, so it's around that range. It depends. It depends.
If he's watching,
I think he's 6. I think
if he's watching, man, don't ever tell anybody you're 5'11".
Nope. That's how you get kicked out the door. Absolutely.
Dude, I used to have my recruits put lifts in their shoes when we measured them. I didn't give a shit.
Oh, yeah.
They could play. I mean, he's playing against guys that are bigger than him and stronger than him, and he's moving them.
Yeah,
man, that size shit don't matter, man.
That's great right there.
You 6 feet, man. One of the best linemen I ever played with, man. A guy at UConn, Emmanuel Hutchinson, man. Hut was like 6'1".
Yep, exactly.
Dog. Straight
like
dog.
This, wow. I wanted to get that play again. This one right here. Bam, bam, snaps back. That's that's so hard to do. It's hard to teach. He gave help, and then he snapped right back on the linebacker, and this is an RPO.
He could have stayed on that a little bit. I know it's an RPO. He could have stayed on that double team just a little bit before he get off, but he saw that blitzing linebacker come up, so he did a great job coming off. I 100% agree.
So Andrew, wow, I absolutely think that he's a dog. He's a player.
Great start, man. Great start.
We got to get him. We got to get him, Julius. Help him with his training program. He's got to get to some college camps.
Where's he from again?
So he lives in Georgia, but he goes to school in Tennessee. He goes to private school in Tennessee, and I think I don't want to tell the business out like that, but I think the coaches had a coaching change, so he is looking for a new school, trying to get him in the Gwinnett area, maybe other areas, so that way he can get some good competition. Like as far as camps goes, he's been invited to 7 camps so far.
Beautiful.
So last time I talked to him, I think the last one he had was Western Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken, and they want to bring him in. He's going to be a D1 AA, D2 type of guy just because he's 5'11". If he was 6'3", he's power 5. But
he's FCS for sure. I think he can. I think he can play FCS. Division II, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But he has the tools. He has the attitude, and I give him all the credit in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And we are now going to take a look at Russell Ali.
Mm-hmm.
This is his junior year. He is also a tackle and a center.
6'1", 250.
There is no 6'1" tackles in the country.
No. He'll play inside.
He'll only play in the inside. But I did see some spring film from him, and he played a little tackle because he had to. He's got good movement, so I like his film.
Yeah, and they said that he has long arms, which is important. So, wow, he's playing tackle. I mean, Jesus, that's awesome right there. That's absolutely awesome.
Look at my undersized Kings, man.
That is freaking beautiful.
I love a good undersized guy, man.
Well, because they give you more effort.
Chip on the shoulder, man. You got some of these guys 6'10" can't play a lick, man.
Nope.
They give you more effort,
100%.
and that to me counts.
So a little bit about this kid, man, coming from Highlands High School in Kentucky. Like we just seen right here, plays a little guard, plays a little tackle. I love his get off. I love his athletic ability. How he's able to stay on this block. How he's able to stay low.
He's very
you need to see more film at the center guard spot, as always, because as we all know, there are no 6'1" tackles in college.
He's got to move inside, and I think he'll be fine with that. He's athletic enough. He's athletic enough, and then
get hips around.
Oh yeah,
especially Julius.
If
Julius helps him with his training, and he puts on some weight and gets a little stronger. I mean, he could easily be 260, 270. But wow, I mean, for a kid like this to be able to hold his own at tackle and play and be pulled, great job with the pull.
Yep.
Great job navigating.
Just seal them, let the running back find a read, let him read your ass a little bit, and then turn up. Man, this film looks good.
Oh, this is good blocking in space. That's
He's
good
still
job.
Going. He's still going. Oh my.
Yeah, that's that effort we're talking about. The only thing I would say, he's just got to pull a little bit flatter.
Yep.
You always want to pull flat to get leverage, but his effort made up for it.
That TE stunt kind of messed him up a little bit. If you look on the inside, that TE kind of messed him up because he tried to hold him off.
Right.
He does a good job on the get off. He does a good job coming off.
I mean, every play he's creating movement. He's creating movement, and for having to play tackle, that's impressive.
He's shocking people too, man. His punch. You can see your head bobbing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he definitely throws a good punch. He gets his hands inside. He's violent, which is what you want.
Especially how you're undersized guys. Look at this double team, staying on the hip, finding work. He's still going.
I like it. Yeah, I like his stance, and I like that he is always looking to block.
Yep.
Like he's staying on everyone. Oh, now we get to see some pass block.
I love how you got this separated like that, man. Shout out to him, man. Whoever's doing this film, man.
God, that's a
very
good set.
So I'm running a pass.
He's still a good going.
Short set.
He had to break out because the quarterback rolled out, but I love the finish.
That's a good job there too.
How do you guys feel about that? You feel like was it a good thing that he? Because the thing is, I mean, he has good film, and I think college coaches will watch it, long enough. But some college coaches, you think you should show that pass early, kind of separate them, run and pass, or should
I think absolutely he can mix it up for sure.
He does
a great job starting the inside move. Yep.
But for him, when you're an undersized guy, they want to see that dog early. So they want to see that run blocking, seeing how you come off the ball, especially when you're out of position. Now, if he was at guard, then I would want to see his pass pro. Or if he was at center, I want to see his pass pro.
Oh, what I mean
is at tackle, I want to see that run blocking early.
Well, advice to him, though, should he just, I think, because let's be honest, man, all these tapes that are 4 minutes long, nobody going to watch 4 minutes but us.
No.
You know what I mean? So, should he maybe chop it in half, take all of his best pass plays and all of his best run plays and kind of put them in conjunction?
I think he should trim it down, 150 run, 150 pass, and then just spread it around. Because those coaches, they're going to ask about it anyway, and then they can say, hey, if we go down a little bit, then it's right here.
Good feet.
Jordan, I like how he sets because he kind of does what you were teaching with that outside arm punching and then guiding with the inside. And
one thing that he does, he's coming out of a 3-point. A lot of people, they come out of a 2. So it's good he's coming out of a 3 with it. And he's short setting. That's what he's doing because those guys are playing tight 5.
They're tight. Oh, look at that.
But they're not playing 7. So if he was playing 7, he could get back there, but they're playing tight, so he could do whatever.
Yeah. So he's smart with the way he's setting. He's always 100%. Protecting his inside. 100%. The only thing I would say, I personally don't like I think his stance is a little too wide.
I agree.
I like a stance where it's a little narrower. So your first step, you step into your power.
Right. Like right here, it's way wide. Yep, I agree.
He's got a stance like he's 6'5".
Yeah, he's cheating a little bit to get to that 5, that quick technique. He's cheating a little. I'm with it. I know some 6'7s that'll do the same, so I'm not tripping.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good job adjusting to the inside move. But for a kid, that's really good right there. I mean,
just needs to clean up on the inside. Well, you see how he was able to get to the inside. He dropped that foot back. See that foot goes back. It comes up, but then it goes back as soon as he goes to the inside. Once he fixes that and covers him up a little bit, he's in great shape.
Yep. He wins that all because of effort. He gave a great effort and he recovered. He's running guys by the quarterback. That's good. I mean, I do like the way that he sets. He doesn't give up too much ground. Like I always hate tackles that I would say drift. They would just set and keep drifting. You got to take a stand at some point.
You got to stop. I like it. You can't just keep going.
Exactly. I like that. Boom, boom. 1-2 right there. Hands on.
That's perfect.
He looks bigger on film too. He don't look 6'1" out there.
Yeah, he don't. Shit, he probably the tallest one on the team. If he's 6'1", look around.
Yeah, he like playing with him.
No, he looks thick.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is what he needs. He needs
what I need right here. That center look. That's what I need. Yep.
Yes, 100%.
I seen some spring film, he does got some guard and center in him, and it all looks good, man. Coming out of the state of Kentucky, it's hard, man. So shout out to that kid. Shout out to Russell, man. Great film.
If he, 100%. If he plays inside this year, that'll make a big difference. I think if he plays some shape. If he plays some center, play some guard, because that is 100% where he can be recruited. Julius, what does your man there think? I want to hear his thoughts.
You got right on. I don't know.
I mean, I like this film. I mean, I like both of they film. They just like Coach Julius said, like when you're undersized, they play way harder than people
Yeah.
like that's my size, because people my size they think they don't have to work as hard. They take advantage of it, and these dudes, like they said, I see him as a D1 double A, or
Yeah.
high D2. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Just because of his height, that's really it. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Agreed. I agree.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's really it. He's gonna go far. Just got to put on some weight. That's all.
And he's got time to. That's the good part. We're still early. We're still in May, and that's why, especially working with Julius and getting the training program in and going to these camps, that is going to make a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go. Let's check out Colin Stare.
Defense side of the ball. All right.
We get to see a DT. Mechanicsburg, PA. Wow. I knew a guy from Mechanicsburg named Grant Preston, Julius. I don't know if you heard of him.
I remember Grant. Yeah.
Grant played at UConn. Yeah, okay, look at this. He's got his contact info and everything.
Yeah, I like that, man. I like the way the presentation was good to me, man. He has the offers he already has. It just looks like, to me, when I opened this film, he just looked serious.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
It looks very professional.
He looked like he took his time to put it together, let you know who he is, got his phone number, email, all the good shit you need to, so I want to see more. I check him out though, man. Like, here he is.
Oh, Jesus.
I would change the 6 minute mark. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Mother of hell.
Yeah, buddy.
That's how you start a film out. That's what I'm talking about.
This is what colleges are looking for, man. And
absolutely.
And Colin, if you're watching, man, we definitely need to talk, man, because you got some offers already, but playing like this, man, we definitely got to get you in front of some more people.
Yeah,
oh my God.
He plays at a different speed than everybody else, buddy.
Yeah, I will tell you that, Colin.
Look at the motor.
And he's 6'2". Like he's just big enough at 6'2", where he can play. I think I see him as being a P5 talent, man. He has a lot of, G5.
Yeah,
offers,
he does.
But I think if he can get to camps, man, this summer, Colin, man, if you're watching, man, get to these mega camps, man, so these coaches can see you because you're a dog, brother. Like you can really play,
absolutely.
Man. He pops off on film, man.
Yeah, Colin, we got to get you to talk to Julius.
Very good first step.
He's very good with his hands.
Man, he is an animal, man. He he reminds me of like a Chris Long.
I was gonna
the effort he plays with. Remember Chris Long from back in Chris Long that played at Virginia, man, played with the Rams.
Absolutely. Nobody can touch him. Yeah, nobody can touch this kid.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of like a Chris Long, man. He's playing. You can tell like he's just,
it's like one speed
inside too. Jesus, wow. He defeated
a double inside, team there. Outside. He's just straight motor, but not only motor, man. He's playing with great technique too, great hands, great separation, and he's getting there like he wants to get there, man. Like he's all over the field, man. He's moving. He's the fastest person out there.
Jesus, what a swim move!
Jesus,
he is so explosive off the ball.
Right.
I mean, it's unbelievable how, it's like he knows the snap count.
Yeah, like he's
beating everyone off the ball.
No one's able to touch him within the first couple yards.
No, he's what you call humming. You know what I mean? He's super, super aggressive, man.
Jesus.
And he's only gonna get once he gets into like a college weight room, college meal plan. I can see this guy being 275, 280.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why.
100%.
That's why we gotta get Colin to talk with you, Julius, because we can definitely.
Yeah, he's doing like shit like that. Like you don't find many college, many high school kids that understand that they can't get there and stop and jump and get their hands in the air and back the ball out. Like,
Exactly. The wherewithal to
it's
do
simple
that,
stuff.
100%. Look at
Simple
that.
stuff. You got pro guys that won't do that. You know what I mean?
No.
No.
That's
just all having awareness. You know,
great awareness. God, he can run people down. If you are
a D lineman and you are watching this is what a highlight tape looks like.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Oh,
hey, smacking shit.
On the count. Was that power or count? Let me see.
Listen, man.
Oh, so they run counter. He just blew up the counter.
He just blows it up.
He is out there, brother.
And he took it on with the right shoulder and everything.
Colin is out there.
Oh, man. My God.
He beat a double team and he's still going.
Two dudes.
He's still going.
1, 2.
He beat the tight end and the H-back. Just, man.
Yeah, he swam to the right. He swam to the left. Up by both of them.
Yeah, man. Wait, man. 2 words: full speed, man.
Full speed.
Full speed. That's what I like about his film more than anything. You got a lot of kids out here. They're like, you know, they got good size, you know, good technique, but they lack effort. You know what I mean?
Motor,
like,
yes.
He's out there, like, you could tell he's telling himself, I got to get to the ball. I got to get to the ball. Get to the ball. Get to the ball.
He's a high motor.
He's constantly telling himself that every play. Get to the ball. Great pop, great get off. Uses his hands well.
I love, you know, he's a high motor guy, high effort, and he can play anywhere. I mean, they put him at end.
Yeah, they're hunting, man.
They put him at 3. They put him at 1.
Hey, man.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
And this is Pennsylvania?
That's just effort. Wow. Jesus.
What state is this again?
Pennsylvania.
This is Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's some talent in Pennsylvania, so that ain't the problem.
Yeah. I mean, this is someone Julius can talk with and help him with his training program, help him with his diet so he can put on some weight, get bigger and stronger. And
man, my biggest thing, if he's watching, man, get your ass to camp, Colin. Do not settle. I mean,
that's why I said,
no disrespect to anybody he has now, but I think he can definitely, he can do.
Bigger, he can get bigger. Absolutely. I mean, and that's what I stressed it too is because you guys are going to be going to college camps, and that's why I suggested he talk with you and try to go to some of the same camps you're going to, and that way you can help and you can work with him.
Right.
And he'll get
during the summer, man. Colin, come to the A for a week, man.
Yeah.
Get it in. Let's spend some time
Absolutely.
together.
Or 2.
Absolutely.
Or 2 weeks, No, we'll take 2 weeks, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be worth it for what you're going to get out of it. For the time that you spend with Julius and the Trench Mob, it will pay off. I can promise you that. He's great with his hands, and he runs well. He's athletic. He's a high motor guy, and he's so versatile.
That's what college love.
Yeah.
All that.
Now, Julius, I mean, you had said something about cutting the film down. Like when I was in college, coaching college, we watched the highlight films, but our head coach was adamant on game film, looking at game film. Now, I've been out of the game for a few years, so I'm asking, because I don't know, is it like really like they'll look at a 2-minute highlight film, and if they see enough, they see what they see. Game film doesn't matter. A longer highlight film doesn't matter?
So from my experience, and doing this now for the last 5 years, on this level with Trench Mob, it normally starts with either highlight or eye test.
Absolutely.
So what happens is we go on, like say for instance, we're going to visit. So we went to Akron last month. All right. Coach Leonard from Akron, we were on the phone yesterday, just talking about different guys, having different questions. So once you pass the eye test, then it's highlight,
Okay.
So they'll go watch a highlight. So now if you pass highlights before they give the official offer, they now want to see game film.
So that's
See,
when they'll watch a
you
game
know,
film.
like
Okay.
is he just out here putting his best highlights out here and then
Right.
just bullshitting the rest of the time on, on film or taking plays off and loafing,
Exactly. Yeah.
stuff like that. So, I mean, so normally your highlight film to all the young guys watching, man, it doesn't have to be 5 minutes long because
Okay.
the 4 minutes out of that 5 minutes is really just for you, your satisfaction, to sit back and watch yourself or say, look what I did, or for your mom to be like, hey, look at my son go, and
Exactly.
share it to all your family and friends. But college coaches, they're really they don't have much time. Like if I'm
Because
sitting
there's so
here,
many kids they're looking at. Absolutely.
exactly, and
Right.
I got 100 kids on our board, man. That we got to get down to 10 before we think about seriously, offering them. You gotta woo me quick. I gotta even when we're looking at these films, like some of these guys, you look at the film and it's like you're bored. I mean, no disrespect to anybody, but like some of these, you put the film on and it's boring.
Well,
it's
you
nothing,
you see him kick ass 15 times.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like average plays, and like I'm not gonna watch it more than 20 seconds. If I
'Cause
don't see anything within that first 20 seconds, I don't want to see anymore. And I'm not even a college
Exactly.
coach.
Because you've seen enough and you know that this kid can play. And I really like how his film is done.
Oh yeah.
I really
Exactly,
like how he
man.
put it together. He put all his contact info on there, his head coach's information, his school position. That's excellent, Colin. And if you
And he
want,
look put together too, man. Look at that picture, man. He look, you know what I mean?
yeah, fuck it, he
Favorite
sure
was
shit
smashed
does.
right
Man,
Colin, yeah,
man.
you want to work with the best.
Yeah, man.
Call Julius.
Put 6'3" in your profile, man. 6'3".
Yeah, you just wear listening shoes.
Just a little bit, just maybe a half, maybe 6'2 1/4, man. You know what I'm saying? Just a little
6'3".
bit. Absolutely.
6'3" gets you in the door, Colin. 6'3". I hope no
Colin.
college coaches are watching
Fuck
and people my secret, but 6'3" gets you in the door.
Yeah, Colin, you contact us on Twitter. Oh, we got some content. Andrew said we worked on that every day since camp, coach. We got 7 camps this summer. Appreciate it, fellas. Not me, but that he that lives in me. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But Andrew, unbelievable. Colin, excellent. That's exactly what we need. And these are kids, again, contact Julius, get involved with the Trench Mob. The Trench Mob has a reputation. They are currently ranked 3rd in the country.
I disagree with that.
I disagree. I think you're number 1.
I think we're number 1.
For 5v5.
Respectfully.
Respectfully and disrespectfully. They've been hating on us for the longest. Fuck that. No, we're number 1.
Well, I don't think if you guys
don't have to start from square one. Need a work order process? Describe what you
like undefeated, aren't
flowchart automatically with
Who are the 2 teams above Trench Mob? That's what I want to know.
Oh man,
Oh, I like
That's
that
Cameron.
already. I like that
Yeah.
already.
So this is Cameron Melvin, man. Cameron
Oof.
Melvin is a dog, man. He is he's undersized, just at 6 feet, man.
Now, I mean, for a linebacker, that's okay. That's not
Exactly.
terrible.
He's like a hybrid. He's like a D. So with Cameron,
I see what you're saying.
I think, and I could be wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but I think when it's all said and done, that he could be like a bona fide 3 technique, in my opinion.
Inside, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. Okay.
Because it's like he's twitchy, but he's like surprisingly strong. And he just plays with tenacity, and he doesn't have a lot of length, but he definitely puts you in the mind of what's the kid from Pittsburgh that went to Tampa. What's that kid name, man? 1st round draft pick from Pittsburgh that went to Tampa.
The Steelers?
It's right there. I forgot.
No, he went from University of Pittsburgh. He went to Tampa. He wore number 8, I believe, at Pittsburgh, man. But anyway, Kalijah Kancey. You know, I think he can be like that type player when it's all said and done, man. I mean, he's a ball player, man. Like
Jesus.
you know, he came with us a couple times this offseason. You know what I mean? To some tournaments. You know, he didn't come with us as much as I would have liked. You know, so he can showcase himself a little bit more because when you're his size, you got to pass rush. You know, you got to be a threat. You know, in the
Yes.
pass
Yep.
game. You know, because you're not
Absolutely.
huge. They're not going to
And
bring
that's
you in to, you know, to win the line of scrimmage and take on double teams. You know what I mean? So
and that's what you teach people. That's what
Right.
you guys are one-on-one pass rush,
yeah,
pass
man.
block.
So it's like you gotta make sure with him, he has to camp. Like if he can go to camp and dominate, he'll clean up. You know
Well,
what I mean?
that's everything. Camp is everything. Camp is where they, all people get offered. If you go to camp and you dominate in one-on-ones, that's going to get you on the map. That's going to get you offered.
And he's a very raw. Like
Very
he's
raw.
all effort right now. Like
Right.
his technique is not all the way there, but and even that player, right? That's straight effort. You know what I mean? He should have, it's a lot of things he could have done differently technically on that play, but he's just playing with nuts. And excuse me if any kids are watching, but he just is, and he's a want to.
We took the inside.
Guy. So
yeah,
I would love for it to. I wish he was next door, man. I wish he didn't live, in North Carolina, so we can spend more time on getting him technically sound. But I think with what he has now, just his want to alone, man, great kid, good family.
Jeez.
He can go out there, man, and camp and earn what's coming to you, man. Like us undersized guys, we aren't going to pass the eye test. You're not going to see him and be like, whoa, that's a huge guy. But he definitely plays big.
Here's the bad part, Cully. Here's the bad part. You look at the numbers. He's got 41 TFLs and 12 sacks at that position. And you look at that, you say, why the hell is he not getting all this with 41 TFLs? It's just like what Julius said. He's got to pass rush better. And when you look at this film, it's all hustle, hustle, hustle. And that's okay for a linebacker. But when you're a 3-tech edge, you got to give me just a little bit more at the pass rush position.
Yeah, it's technique and coaching. Like, we don't know how he's coached, but that's, like we talked about, coming to Jesus.
He's what you call
camp.
He's what you call a junkyard dog.
Yeah, I can see.
He hasn't been groomed. He's out there.
He hasn't been coached.
He's out there geeked up, ready to go kill shit. You know what I mean? It's what he's doing. He hasn't had, and that's what's hurting him too. Like on film, you see all the dog, but you also see all the flaws. You know what I mean? So
the technique, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's like with college coaches, man, like talking to these guys all the time, all day, is they're looking for college readiness. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think with him this summer, Cam, just work on technique, work on playing with separation, being low and long, using your hands a little better, and add with that dog that you already possess.
Because then you'll be the total package.
Exactly.
Yep.
But
and another thing,
that's what you guys do.
Another thing from a highlight standpoint, shit is 9 minutes long. Nobody's looking at that. Right. Let's trim that down a little bit. Let's trim that down.
Especially highlight. But a highlight, the longest highlight should be like 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And that's if you got
3 minutes.
So you think that's enough?
And that's
3 minutes. If you got with his numbers
and
everything like that, 100%. 3 minutes.
And that's if you got 3 minutes worth of plays though. But if you only got 2 minutes worth of elite, like if the play don't make you say, "Oh my God," it shouldn't be on there. Like if you don't look at yourself, you should grade it. Like there should be A, B, C, D, F grades on all of your plays, and you should only put A plays on your highlight tape. You should grade all your plays. When you write your plays down that you're thinking about putting on your tape, you should grade them. this is an A, this is a B, this is a C. And then if you only have 7 A plays, so
Yeah,
knows.
if you're struggling to get those plays, yeah, I hear what you're
So
saying.
knows. You know,
You're right. I mean, he is having success because of his athletic ability and effort. If he learned technique with his hands and how to swim, how to rip, how to punch and extend, get off blocks,
and
that stuff.
And it's the thing too, Cully. Like, I mean, let's be honest. Like, he's a guy. 6-7 years ago, he'll be offered up right now.
Offered up, yep.
Yeah, well, yeah, with the transfer portal and everything changing,
but,
everything.
It's
yes,
just college readiness, man. Like they're looking for guys like this guy. They've been playing for 2 years in college. Yeah. They want to. You compete with him to come in. Somebody who technically sound, who's
absolutely,
had, a college coach who has been with guys like me and Coach Jordan, who's groomed them, and and that's all that Cameron's missing, man. Cameron can easily be a 3-star, if not 4-star prospect. If he works on the little things, the technique things,
and take it serious.
With that dog that he already is.
And he got to take it serious. He can't just listen, going one and out the other. We're not saying that he's doing that, but if you're watching, actually listen. Like, you do all this stuff that we're telling you, it's easy for you when you go to these camps. It's going to be easy for you to get a quick 5-6 offers.
Yeah, he absolutely has to get in contact and do your training program and get to these camps, because that is where he can showcase himself. You can help him and show him what he needs to do technique wise, and then he can go to these camps and make. He
plays like that last play. It shouldn't have been on there.
Shouldn't have been on there, right?
And it looks good, but like, if I'm not,
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
like, nobody wants to see you chase the quarterback and he throw the ball and complete the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and running down a screen pass. I see what you're saying. Exactly like you're saying, hit on the quarterback, interception. I see what you're saying.
Yep.
So you believe he is? Yeah, I see what you're saying. So you honestly see him as a 3 technique. He could work. He could play inside.
In my opinion, I think
that's his.
Just from knowing him,
he's not an edge.
Because he came with us. He came with us on the road. So like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Me knowing him and seeing him move, and he's very athletic. Don't get me wrong.
He is, yes.
But I don't think he's a bona fide edge.
Edge, right.
I think he's a bona fide 3 technique, though. Like somebody that can put up numbers at a Division I program at 3 technique. Like, gain a little bit of weight, get stronger. If he can get 280, 285, you know what I mean? I can definitely see him being a mismatch inside, especially.
It's just amazing that he's doing it. He did all that without really being coached. Like, he's very, very raw, and he's doing it all based on hard work, effort, and he's just a great athlete, and that makes up for it. Right, here's Jamad. This is he's from Arkansas. This is his highlights. Okay, at least he's a little bit better with the timing. Let's see how he starts off.
A lot of out-of-city kids, Julius, man. We're going to need some Georgia kids real soon, man.
Yeah.
He coming off that ball, Jack.
God, he looks big.
He looks huge, man.
He coming out with that ball. I like his film.
Oof.
I like the presentation. I like that his film is clear. I like that you can see what's going on. A lot of these kids that submit film, like, I got a DM full of film right now. And some of the film is so blurry and terrible looking, man. And it's like you can't even see it. But this film is clear. He's played on TV, obviously. So great choice of things to put. I think he's definitely a run stopper.
For sure. He's a Warren Sapp guy.
You know what I mean? I think
he
can definitely be more violent after the point of contact, in my opinion. But I think definitely, man.
He controls the offensive lineman very well. He's got to get off the ball a little bit faster.
Just a little bit faster. I just won't say that.
But I mean, he creates. But like, I see what you're saying. Like that's a play.
Like this right there. Even though it's a hold, don't put it on your highlight tape.
You should not put that on there.
Yep. Like, no, take that one off.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, his claim to fame, he's not going to college to be a pass rusher. You know what I mean?
No.
So,
he's a run stopper.
But he shows plenty of physical tools.
Absolutely.
He needs to disengage and make plays.
Mm-hmm.
You just get off the block. He enjoys driving people back. He's just got to get off the block.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got the size that you look for.
One thing I do see from him though, he's violent, obviously, but problem with him is he gets off and he looking for the running back, looking for the ball.
You're right. His eyes are in the backfield. I agree. He's got to control his gap.
Yeah.
Control your gap. You don't have to look in the backfield. Do your job. Jesus Christ, he drove that guy 10 yards back. But that's exactly what Julius was talking about. Driving that guy 10 yards back
does nothing.
While the running back is running downfield doesn't help.
Doesn't help.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You got to
you're not there to beat up. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. For a while, I was an angry kid, and I was pissed at every offensive lineman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
But that didn't get me, where I eventually got. You got to make plays, big fella, and people want to see you making plays. I mean, it's great to show. Like I know Trey Scott at Georgia, he loves big pluggers that can, open up gaps for linebackers. I mean, clog gaps so linebackers can run free. You know what I mean? But at this day and age, and he's big. He's 6'4". 300
he's
pounds.
All that.
Yeah. Looks like.
But you got to show a little bit more athleticism outside of just being a plugger.
That was a good job taking on the double team, getting right through.
Like this should have been one of the top plays. Like why are we just not seeing it?
That's what you should have started with.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, we'll educate kids on how to make their highlight films.
100%.
And it's really the kind of, it's really the coaches, high school coaches that be telling them to do this, and they don't even know.
Oh, okay. I got
most of them. Yeah, most of them. Like plays like this, running down the field, setting the edge, coming down. Like that needs to be in the top.
That would be the first. Yes.
Like I'm not exactly sure, where he is right now, offer wise, but I think he can be a much bigger prospect no matter where he is. If he showcases himself making plays, you know what I mean?
I agree.
Don't put anything like, bro. Don't put a player on your highlight tape that you're not making, or like
he's got a lot of potential. He's got a lot of potential, but he's another guy would absolutely benefit from working with you, Julius, and the Trench Mob. That'll teach him technique, how to use his hands, how to come off the ball, and a little bit of pass rush, which he needs. But he has a lot of tools.
He can play, man. I mean, he wasn't.
He's a big bastard.
He just, got to work on some things, just like all of us. You know what I mean?
Now this is what you're talking about right here. This is a 2-minute highlight tape.
I can dig that. I'm with that.
So exactly. This is what you want to see.
Yep.
Oh, I apologize.
Who is this?
This is a sophomore, Xander Mishkin from Central Catholic in Portland, Oregon. I talked with him. Yes, so he's from Oregon.
Play every line of the ball. Got that Oregon background, so it's some talent. Very athletic, can get off the ball. You can see on the first play. He stays low, hands inside, and he's driving people. Yeah,
that's why I remember, because I said, Jesus, we got a kid from Oregon who was interested.
Look! Oh my God!
Yeah, that's a play you don't want to put on.
Jesus Christ!
I see what he's doing. Okay.
Good job in pass pro. He's way to stay in. Yep.
How big is he?
A lot of violent dudes we got, man. I love what we're doing, man. A lot of violent dudes.
Well, for a sophomore, this is pretty good.
Can I say something right quick though?
Julius, of course you can.
You guys, recruits, focus on people that are going to come and film your games and zoom in.
Yep.
I can't see shit for real unless I really focus, and you know what I mean. And that's the thing about a lot of these kids. Some of these kids film are good to where you can see it good, and that's gonna affect you being recruited. Believe it or not, you know what I mean? Because get you a cameraman that's gonna come and be able to zoom so we can see you. Just a side note. Because I can see this, but I would like to see it better.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm with you.
Absolutely. I mean, when I used to, wow, that's a good job on the double team.
Yeah, that's better view. Yeah.
When I had my film, I mean, I if you have to have your dad film it. I had my dad film me, and so it was focused on me, and it helped with recruiting.
That's better angle.
Oh, that's a good job on the twist.
Angle. Or if you got a cameraman, keep it at that end zone, out of zone angle. That's the best angle for coaches to see, because when you get in film sessions in college, that's the angle they're going to see anyway.
That's the one they use the most.
Yep.
That's a good job coming off the ball, driving.
Still driving.
How big is he?
I will double check.
6'3", 280.
For a sophomore, I think this is really good. I think he's good for a sophomore. I think he is gonna. Wow, this is a kid that's gonna develop if he keeps working. Yeah,
he's just a mauler.
Develop.
He's just a mauler right now. I need to see more.
He's physical.
Yeah, he's real physical. Good get off and everything. Need to see more in the pass protection, because that's what they're going to see at 6'3", 270.
That's what they want to see. Exactly. They want to see if you can pass pro.
That's right.
But
the run block looks great, but I got to see some more.
He's a mauler. Yep.
I want to always see the TE stunts and everything like that. Like right here. He's all. If you've got a bad ref, they throwing that flag.
Yeah.
They on the line of scrimmage.
I just wanted to see it.
So he goes down the field. He's playing.
There he is. Okay.
Playing run, but he stays in on the pass pro.
Right. That's a good job right there.
This is good right here.
That's good. Good job playing low. God, he is a mauler.
He's a mauler, man. He's a good kid.
I mean, I wouldn't believe he was a sophomore either.
Mm-mm. He plays like a junior. He really plays like a senior.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely. You think he's a guard, right? Or do you think
I personally think he's a guard? I think he'll be an All-American guard.
That's right.
Just on the fact that he's a mauler, just on the fact that he come off the ball, just on the script that he can stay low and he's very physical. Like I said, just got to see more pass pro stuff out of him. But like I said, he's just a sophomore. He's gonna get a little wise. He's gonna get a little older. He's gonna get better, get some more reps. Once he starts camping in that area, in that Oregon area, California area, a lot more center, a lot of guard. He'll get it together for sure.
Yeah. Xander, definitely get in touch with us on Twitter, because we can definitely help you out and help you develop. You definitely have the tools everyone is looking for, and that is impressive. So I give you credit for that. And I believe we got through. Did we watch Russell? Yeah, we watched Russell. All right, we got through everyone. Cameron Melvin, we watched him. Collins there.
Yeah. Man, that was a good bunch right there, man. And
that was great.
I enjoy watching those kids, man. I mean, all of those kids.
Absolutely. That is a good group of guys. And this is exactly what you need. Cameron Melvin said, that's my sophomore film coach. Okay, Cameron, my fault. I didn't know if you had junior film. I will try to check it out.
I mean, it looked damn good for sophomore.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was just about to say that. Like, you just kept it where it was. Like
here's
you
a
gave it
junior
away.
film.
Like, I don't know why he even told us that. Like, that's crazy.
I apologize. Here's his junior film. Cameron, here's your junior film.
Jesus Christ.
It's Coach Cully's
Get it
fault.
right, Coach. Hey,
Coach Cully fucked
Clean up,
up.
man. Shit.
Can you see it? Did I put it up or no?
No, we
I
can't
can't
see
see
it
it
yet.
right
No.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Sorry, Cameron. Coach Cully's out of his mind right now. That's all.
Oh, good.
All right.
Shout out to all the kids watching, man. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the
No,
love. Man.
this,
Appreciate all the
listen,
kids
we're here
watching
to
and
we.
commenting.
This show is here for you guys. We want to help you.
Mhm.
We want to help you get exposure. We want to help you with recruiting.
Same
Oh,
thing,
I
man.
see you. Okay.
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
man.
Okay.
Now there is a big difference between the
Yeah,
sophomore and
look,
junior
yeah. I
film.
can just look at the size and the height. Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. Looks a little
Yeah.
bit more bigger. Yep.
Okay. All right, Cameron. You win. I was wrong. There is a big difference between your film.
Now,
He is.
but to me though,
It's the same.
same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. His
You know,
size.
he's a dog. I mean, he was a dog in ninth grade. You know, probably. You know what I
Yep.
mean? You know, I think he plays
Jeez.
like he's another guy like Colin Stair. Like he's playing at a different speed than
Yes.
everybody else.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like he's running through shit.
Jeez.
You know, he just wasn't blessed with verticality. You know, so,
Right. Right.
You know, if he just has to work his technique because that's what's going to even the playing field. You get to college, everybody's going to be a dog. You know what I mean?
That's 100%
You
right.
know, so
Agreed.
And that's
you know,
what I.
he got to set himself apart, man. He just work on the little things, man. Work, you know, just small things, not big things. And I
Jeez.
think I believe that Cameron is a P5 talent. You know,
I after seeing this, I
agree.
100% agree with you.
I agree.
I really do. Like I wish he could have came with us more on the road, so we had a lot more film. You know, to
Right.
showcase him.
To
You know what I mean?
showcase him, but that's
Yeah,
why.
but,
You know, he can still, when you guys start going to college camps, he should join up and
yeah,
go.
man, exactly. He's the guy that I know, man. I feel like he does what he needs to do, man. He gets out to these college camps. I have no doubt in my mind that he can probably rack up 15, 20 offers.
I agree.
Especially the mega camps, man. And kids that's watching, as we enjoy Cameron's film, you know, if you're not a 4-star, 5-star,
Oh,
you know, first of all, not many 5-stars are going,
great job.
you know, summer camp, let's be honest.
No,
But if
they
you're
don't need
not,
to.
you know, the 4-star, 3-star prospect, you know, solidified, go to the mega camps. And the reason you go to the mega camps, there's going to be a lot more coaches there.
Yep.
And there's not going to be a lot of top prospects there. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Because
So,
they sit out. They're not going to
yeah,
go
man,
to
because
those
they
camps.
going, the top prospects are going to go to like University of Georgia, Alabama, you know, Florida State,
And
you know, so.
just go visit and they don't
Yeah,
participate.
man, don't go there.
At all. Yep.
Yeah, don't go there and get swallowed
Wow.
up and get overlooked because they got these 6'3", 6'4" dudes and they've already offered walking around.
Jeez.
You know,
Yeah.
go to the mega camps, man, and tear that shit up. You know what I mean? And really get your respect because they're at the mega camps to see what's been overlooked because they know it's not going to be top prospects necessarily out here, but they're looking at, okay, let me go here to see what we missed out on. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So if you get yourself camp ready, you get with guys like me and Coach Jordan and all the rest of the guys out here with our pedigree that, you know, that have training organizations and get yourself ready to go to camp, you're going to get results. You
Yep.
know? Gonna get results.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
be there, show up. And you ain't got to go to a million of them. You go to 6 good mega camps, man, you can do a lot of damage, man. A lot of it.
Absolutely. And that's
These-
how you
these
get.
highlights.
Go for the group.
He
Don't go
is-
by yourself. If you go by yourself and you don't solidify yourself, at least when you're with a group or with a coach, we can talk for you.
Talk on your behalf. That's how, man, we kicked the shit out of mega camps over Coach Jordan.
We stay in them coaches' face like, hey man, hey, listen, let's talk shop real quick.
Man.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing. He needs to get with you guys, get in your training program, and then go to some of these college camps with you, because that's when you can spend some time at least and coach him up.
But if you look at his film,
it's
the same. Like same type of play, same type of situation.
Yes.
Trying to get to the quarterback, releasing the ball, all that good stuff. It's like, we get it. Like, you're making way more plays, but it's the same stuff a coach would see from sophomore film to junior film. The only thing that's different on this film is the fact that you put on some muscle.
Yeah, he's more explosive and he's bigger and
explosive.
stronger and faster. Yeah, I agree.
My advice to him: these like the highlight again. The film is great, but these TFLs, these solo TFLs, these solo sacks he has. My question is, why are we putting it in 3 minutes into the film? Like these should be like, you know,
they got to be up front. You got to put your best up front.
So pause it right there. Pause it, Steve. Why the fuck did you have pursuit against a 3-star quarterback? And I'm not talking, you know, bad about Cam. I love Cam. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just a play you don't need in there.
That college, you don't need that there. You know what I mean? Because it's not a sack. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's a hustle play, which is respected, but that shit they looking to see when they go look at your actual game film. Like they don't want to see that, you know, on your highlight. They want to see sacks, TFLs, major impact plays.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Sacks, TFLs. They don't want to see pressures. You know, on a 3-star quarterback, they want to see sacks, TFLs, and game-changing impact plays.
They want to see you use your technique. They want to see that you can use your hands. You're athletic. I see it.
Well, speaking highlight-wise, big plays, man.
Great plays. Big
plays.
And you got enough of them to put on there.
Yeah, plenty of them.
You just trim it down.
Yeah,
but
nobody's watching the 10-minute highlight. Nobody.
No, I agree.
Nobody.
I agree. So Cameron, excellent job.
Great job.
I mean, you got a ton of skill and ability, and I think everyone we saw has an opportunity to improve and get better, because the camp season starts in June. Right? Yeah. College's camps starts in June. You get with Julius, you get with the Trench Mob, you get with their training program and work with them, and then meet them and go with them to camps. Go with them to camps.
Man, I think if Cameron Melvin is 6'3", he don't even need to go to camp. But the fact, you know, that you're 5'11", bro, and I'm not just picking on Cam. You have to be overly technical.
Yes,
to
get a look. Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes,
so,
yes.
You know, that's what you got to work on, man. I know, Cam. I know you got my phone number. You can call me and talk to me. But, you know, I just said to any other kid that's watching the show, you know, make sure you guys work. College coaches are looking for guys that are ready. I cannot stress that enough.
It's changed. They don't want a red shirt.
Yeah.
No, they don't want guys to come in.
That red shirt shit is over, man. It's over.
It is.
You got to play.
You know?
You gotta be ready.
If they feel like you can come in and compete to play, those are the guys that they're looking for. So spend as much time as you can, man. Get with whoever you need to get with. If it's your high school coach and know what he's talking about, you know if your high school coach know what he's talking about or not.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You know, get with somebody. If he don't, get with somebody who does. So when you get to camp, you can be ready, you know, and show these guys that I'm ready to come in and play for your university now, not later.
No,
like, if you want to be P5, be P5. But don't just put some stuff on there and say you P5. Show us that you're a P5 player. That's the biggest thing.
So
that's
everyone watching,
a lot of guys are P5 talent, but just like I say, man, it's just a new day and age, man. Are you P5 ready? Can you go in and compete for a position? Like when I bring you in as a freshman, like is this junior going to have to be worried about his spot? Like those are the guys they want to bring in. Like
that's who exactly who they want to bring in.
Take this junior job when he get here. He's that good, you know.
Right. And Julius, I was told by Coach Edsel pretty much every year, I'm trying to recruit someone to replace you who's better than you. And that's how it works. It's a business, guys. You got to understand the business. and you're getting very valuable advice from coaches who are experienced, someone who played professionally, and you have the Trench Mob, which is the best of the best when it comes to 5v5, when coaching offensive and defensive linemen. The Trench Mob, there's nobody better. And Julius has been doing this now for years. He has contacts everywhere with college coaches. He has sent kids everywhere in the country on scholarships. So this is who you need to get involved with. This is why we're doing the show. We want to help you train, get better, get bigger, get stronger. We want you to go to camps. We want to help you with recruiting, and that's what we're trying to offer. So anyone interested, reach out to us on Facebook or Twitter. We'll feature you on the show and talk about you. You'll get a chance. We'll set you up with Julius and Jordan to talk with them about training, about your diet, about getting bigger and stronger. And then we got to get you to appear at some camps. All you got to do is come to a few camps, work with the Trench Mob, because the Trench Mob stands out wherever they go as a group. Whatever college camp they go to, they stand out. And you can be part of that and stand out with them. And that will help you be evaluated. That will help you get a scholarship. And now you know about your highlight tapes. You know what to put. You know to cut it down, put your best plays right at the beginning, 2-3 minutes, call it a day.
And Steve, one thing I want to add before we get off, man, is a lot of you guys are out here walking around with $200 and $300 and $400 shoes on, but then you said you can't afford training, so a lot of these guys, and not the guys that we looked at tonight, but some of the, I look at all the film. I don't know about you, Coach Jordan and Steve.
I looked at a
all the time.
Even guys that I'm a film junkie. I enjoy looking at film.
Agreed.
So I look at everybody's film, and the thing that I see the most is two things. You either have a terrible cameraman, or you're not playing with technique. And I think a lot of these guys, if they fix those two things, take some of that money you spent on them $500 phone posits, and get a cameraman to come to your game and film your tape, so you get good quality film to go show coaches.
Or get a family or relative.
Film on is bad, they're not gonna keep watching it.
Exactly.
If
they can't see it.
In a trainer and get technique, because you got guys that have more talent than guys that are playing P4 and P3 colleges right now. But the difference is just the nuances and knowing technique, knowing how to play with your hands, and leverage
100%.
and length, So, just my advice, man. Those two things, I think, for a lot of these guys, can go a long way, man. It's bigger than just going out there and playing hard as you can.
It'll make a huge difference. I totally agree with you.
You got to get people that can showcase. They can show you being ready. Good film that can show you being ready.
I used to tell guys, especially offensive linemen, when you put together your film, show that you can do everything. Show that you can drive block. Show that you can zone block. Show that you can block outside zone. Show that you can pass block. Show that you can get out on screens. Show that you can pull. So if you can showcase that you can do everything that's asked of an offensive lineman, then you got to film.
And in today's world, to add on to that, show that you can be versatile. Like all the guys that we saw today on the offensive linemen, they all either played center, guard, or tackle. 6'1", short kings playing tackle. Now, we all know they ain't getting recruited at the tackle spot, but the fact that they are showing coaches that they can play that position other than playing on the inside, that's what the coaches love more than anything. So two things. Take our advice, listen to these guys, listen to us about how the film's supposed to go and everything like that. We're going to be honest. We're going to be straight with you in every way, form, or fashion, and be versatile as linemen. We don't deal with the receivers or DBs or anything like that. No disrespect to them, but it all starts in the trenches, and that's what we are here for. So take this advice, man, and egg it on to your film, man, because the season's right around the corner. It's not too much that we can tell you, man. Spring's about to end. So if you ain't got it now down packed now, you're not gonna have it towards the season.
Absolutely. You got a couple months. You got to get in touch with Julius, work on your training, go to be ready, camp ready, like he said, in June. June is when all the college camps are. Make sure you go to the big ones, like he said, and that will get you showcased and evaluated. And then the offers will start pouring in. And that's what this show is all about. We're here to showcase and feature you. We're here to help you with training. We're help you with recruiting, and especially going to camps, because you can go as a member of the Trench Mob. The Trench Mob is absolutely noticed everywhere in the country, whatever camp they go to. So you can go and be part of the best, and that will also help get you a look. So for the guys that we featured tonight, very impressive, very impressive. I like what we saw. Anyone who wants to be on for next week, you can contact Julius, Jordan, or I on Twitter or Facebook. The show was on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Watch it and definitely reach out to us, because we want to help as many people as we can. Because like you said, it's so hard now for kids to get scholarships because of the transfer portal and NIL. It's a new world, and like they said, you got to be ready as a freshman. There's no redshirting, there's no developing. Now is your time to develop.
You gotta be worth the money, Steve. They paying these guys this money from the collective, man. They gotta be worth it, man.
Absolutely. You want to get an NIL deal?
Especially when you're trying to get 300,000 to 2 million. I'm not finna give you 300. I'm not giving you 300,000 to sit on the sideline. That's my job. That's
absolutely.
What I'm paid.
And you know what, man? I know we got to get off soon. We're kind of
you're good, Julius.
But it's still time. You still got a good 2.5 solid weeks to go out here and get some real technique training before you get to camp.
Yeah.
And so when you get in front of that college coach, you can impress him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, to all the guys watching, man, make sure even if you're in spring ball, man, take some time outside of spring ball to work your technique. You know what I mean? And watch yourself on film and be your biggest critic. Like, don't just look at your film and say, look at me, I look great. Look at the shit you ain't doing good and say, this is what I need to get better at. I need to compare yourself to the guy that is, and I'm not saying comparison is, a bad word to use, but look at the guy that is a 4-star and say, what is he doing different than I'm doing? You know what I mean? How, how does, and get your game there, But yeah, man, this is definitely a great show, Steve, man. It's always good to get over with you guys every week, man. I just want to be like you guys when I grow up, man.
Yeah. Because like you said,
next to the almost multi-millionaire, we try to be like you.
Hey, man.
Absolutely. And like Julius said, you're investing, you're putting money into shoes and whatever. Invest in yourself by investing in your training, the Trench Mob, featuring your film. That's what you should be doing, because you're investing in yourself. You're investing in yourself, in your future. And that's something that we're going to help you with. That's what we're here to do.
Yep.
So, thank you, everyone who participated. It was great watching and evaluating you. And I hope we passed on some knowledge to everyone so they know how to make a highlight film and the importance of having someone good film it. But great job. I think everyone is talented, and I hope we get to do more work with you. Mm-hmm. So I have to mention Ned Von Young and Fresh himself. He runs the Fresh Fold Laundry Company just outside of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It is a high-end laundry service. You drop your clothes off, they wash, dry, and fold them at lightning speed record, and then you come and pick them up just like that. They have deals for college students. They have a online subscription model, weekly or bi-weekly. And they also have online booking where you can book to drop your clothes off. And it's just a phenomenal service, state of the art. Go to freshfold-laundry.com and you can see everything they have to offer. So for the Trench Mob guys themselves, Coach Jordan Harris and the man Julius Williams and his partner, his confidant from the original class and going to Tennessee State. Congratulations on that. We wish you all the best. Thank you for participating. And I'm Steve Cully, the best podcast host in the universe. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them right back at life.